Hey everyone, today I want to talk to you all about something that was on my mind this morning driving into work. Honestly, before I even got to work. But it was this feeling of powerlessness, like the feeling like I had no control in my life. I was thinking about a lot, and I was thinking to myself, man, on paper, I have everything that I could ask for. I have my own house. I have food. I have clean drinking water. I have clothes. I have a stable job. I live like a king. I live like a king right now. I am extremely blessed. Extremely blessed. And it made me realize that every decision I have made has led me to this point where I'm at currently in my life. And still, I have this feeling of unhappiness, I don't know if content is the right word, but I do not want things to stay like this. And how that gets back to powerlessness is because I feel as if no matter what I do, I'm always going to be stuck in this current state that I'm in. I feel powerless because despite all of my efforts, I feel as if things will never change. And it came back to what I said earlier of how all my decisions had led me to this point, and it kind of made me sad to realize that, everything in my life is my fault. Everything. And it sounds so crazy to complain knowing that I have everything that I could ever ask for. But if I'm just being honest with myself, I have everything I could ever ask for, man, and I'm still not like happy. And so I had to ask myself, why do I feel powerless? Because I feel as if I have no control over my life. And so then what can I do to regain control in my life? And I thought about this. And the only thing that I could think was of the daily actions, my daily habits, things that I do every day. I think that is how I can regain control in my life. I wanted to make a separate video on setting goals, but I think this maybe ties right into it. I'll speak for myself. Some of my daily habits, things that I do every day. For the past 4 months, I've been waking up at 3:30 in the morning. I get up, I write for 10 minutes, I read a book, I stretch. I want to improve my Spanish, so I've been watching Peppa Pig, this kid show. I watched it in Spanish with English subtitles. I go to the gym in the morning. I work on the podcast. I've been trying to pick up a new hobby, copywriting, something new. But these are just some of the daily things that I've been doing in hopes that consistent applied effort in these daily tasks can possibly change my trajectory, change where I'm going. And so I think this easily ties back to whatever it is you have going on in your life, especially if it deals in the realm of social dancing. In my opinion, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but in my opinion, if you truly want to accomplish something, it needs to be a daily effort, not weekly, not monthly, not when you feel like it, a daily effort. So if you want to improve your turns, if you want to improve your leading, if you want to improve your spotting, if you want to just become a better social dancer, in my opinion, it should become a daily habit. I'm not saying you have to spend hours on it every day, but just consistent effort every day over time will undoubtedly lead to a result. Now, of course, you can practice the wrong thing and that's going to lead to the wrong result. But if you practice the right thing in a consistent manner over a long enough period of time, how can you not achieve that which you seek? And that's what I'm trying to apply for myself. And I think that's how I can regain a sense of control in my life. It seems so crazy to have everything that I need on paper and still feel this sense of sadness, and it sounds as if I am not appreciative, as if I lack gratitude, and I think that is so far from the truth. And maybe I'm wrong. I appreciate everything that I have been given. Oh my goodness. Everything, man. I was blessed with two amazing parents. I grew up with my father, I grew up with my mother. I grew up never having the feeling of hunger. I had everything you could ask for, man. I've been extremely blessed. All I know is that currently something has to change. It's like the thoughts of giving up, it just seems like, it seems impossible to me. Like, you know, like just giving up, throwing in the towel and just staying in this lane, in this course, that just seems impossible. I could never give up. I have to keep trying. I don't know how you could give up. I had a meeting today with an endocrinologist. I have a tumor behind my right eye, a tumor that secretes prolactin, and it's way too much. My levels were like 2,000 back in 2020, and now they're like 300, and they're supposed to be like 15. I've been on this medicine, and fortunately, for the past 2 years, it's lowered the levels, but it hasn't been doing it enough, and I'm on like a really high dosage. And it's like I'm still trying to understand how to like comprehend this. It's like the thought of having like a pity party, woe is me. I had that thought for a split second, and I realized that it does me no good. It does me no good. Nothing gets accomplished if I curl up in a ball and just, lay there. Nothing gets accomplished. And so I have to deal with the hand that I've been dealt, and I have to continue. Back in 2020, I was catching these crazy migraines. I never understood the difference between a headache and a migraine, but back in 2020, I fully understood. I would catch these I would eat food, I would try and watch TV, and for a month straight, I would catch a migraine. And I would become incapacitated. I could not do anything. I would have to lay down and I would have to wait to fall asleep. That is a migraine. I could not do anything. The pain was so extraordinary. This went on for like a month straight. I didn't know what the issue was. I finally got an MRI. They noticed the tumor behind my eye. And then I started meeting with endocrinologists. And I've been on this medication since then, and it has helped. But it just shows you, man, how quickly things in life can change. I was 28 years old, perfect health for the first 20 years of my life, and then this happens. And like I said, man, there's no point in having this pity party. I have to continue on. I can't give up. In order for things to change, I have to do it. And it can be kind of scary to realize that nobody's gonna save me. No one's gonna save me. If I want things to change, I have to do it. I have to do it. It all falls on me. And it can be kind of scary, man. It can be very intimidating. But it's like, what other decision do I have? Giving up is not an option. Throwing in the towel is not an option. And I think the same can be said for whatever it is you're going through in your life. We all have our own challenges and obstacles that we're all facing on a daily basis. And I think the quicker that you can realize that your daily actions determine where you're headed, I think that can be very powerful. And I think ultimately that's how we regain control, making the conscious decision to do the things that are going to put us in the place that we desire. That's how you regain control. Making the right decision despite how you feel, despite what you want to do, in spite of. That's how you regain control. These are just my thoughts and opinions on this.